Hello there everyone, it's me Harry. Today we're going to look at the Christmas schedules for ITV1. Because their schedule for this year has just been completely lackluster. So, it's not on their website yet, but the Christmas TV Weebly website has it up. And then what I'll do is I'll compare some of ITV's previous few schedules, and then I'll compare ITV1's one for this year with the BBC One's Christmas schedule. Because the BBC have really been calling it a good Christmas for them, from what you see by them. But beforehand, let's take a look at an ITV schedule from Christmas 5 years ago, 2019, namely. We'll look at Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well, but if you can see, there's mostly CITV stuff there. Lots of repeats of other shows. There's Shrek, there's Casino Royale, there's Basic Instinct. But what you can see is there's absolutely no This Morning anywhere. But there's still Good Morning Britain and Lorraine. Same with that, and then on Christmas Day, no sign of Good Morning Britain, no sign of Lorraine, no sign of This Morning, none of that. And there's lots, and there's a film there. It's pretty similar to just a regular day, if you can see here. And then there's just a repeat of Britain's Top 100 Dogs, whatever that is. And you could go on and on with that. But it's mostly just repeats. Nothing really much original. But once again, no sign of This Morning anywhere. But this year, on the other hand, well, if you can see here, it seems okay, I guess, but once again, there's mostly just Gen Z entertainment shows like Capital's Jingle Bell Ball repeat, or shows like Inside M&S at Christmas, or James Martin. That's not Gen Z stuff. That's a mainstream program. Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas to All. And they're airing the second episode of the You Bet reboot on the 22nd as well. So, yeah, they got good amount of entertainment shows on Sunday. The Bullseye Christmas specials there, that's the pilot to the upcoming Bullseye revival. And this is the last production made by 12 Yard, as ITV have just announced they're going to be closing them down. So who knows who's going to make the Bullseye revival if it does come to series, but I think it will be. There's The Chase. Yeah, I think they missed out last year. And yep, they've even got the a film as well on the 22nd, Jurassic World Domination. So there it is, and the 23rd is alright as well, because, well, there's a Pictionary Christmas special. Or is it on one of the other days? I don't know which. It doesn't say. I think it's the Christmas special. And then, of course, Tipping Point Lucky Stars has got a Christmas special as well. So it does seem fine, I guess. But, of course, it doesn't feel like a normal day, if you can see here. Good Morning Britain, Lorraine, This Morning, Loose Women. Yep, they're all airing during the Christmas week. Why are they airing during the Christmas week? Nobody asked for them to be there. And it gets worse because Christmas Eve is exactly the same. Nobody asked for it. So, yeah. And as for this schedule, the rest of that, there is nothing interesting to say about it. There's only one film, and It's a Wonderful Life. Only one animated thing, and that's the Shrek the Halls special. They decided to repeat You Bet for whatever reason. Couldn't they just put something else in there? People could just watch the You Bet reboot on ITVX. That's the reason why streaming services exist, so you can watch what you want, rather than the channel offering what they don't want. Even though streaming services, of course, they get rid of what you like anyway, so they're not even better than the channels, but There you go. But then, the absolute worst in this section is TikTok Top 100 2024. Oh my gosh. ITV makes us feel like we're idiots. Who on earth is going to be watching this? Aside from, like, young teenagers or anyone who's below the age of, 25 is probably going to watch this, but the mainstream audience is not. Nobody is going to be watching this. I'm sorry, but anyone who thinks that this is a good idea to put this on Christmas Eve, they should really reconsider that. Let me just go over to the BBC this time. I could have gone and opened up something else, but never mind. But let's go over to Christmas Eve on BBC One. Look at this. Just ignore BBC Two because I'm focusing on this. But look at this. Look at all these movies. Chicken Run, there's Peter Rabbit 2. There's The Flight Before Christmas, Shaun the Sheep special. Moana, Shrek, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Even a repeat of the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. This is a schedule. This is one packed out schedule. Everything's in there. Everything what you'd expect is in there. ITV, on the other hand, they're just airing some stupid TikTok special. TikTok sucks. It's just nothing more than... you know what it is. But why would anyone want to watch portrait form videos on a 16:9 aspect ratio television, or maybe bigger than that? Because you could barely see the screen. It's mostly just a background, and ITV keeps doing this. A lot of their shows keep showing short form video content. This Morning does it a lot. I think Lorraine does as well. And I saw one clip that was in that format on the You Bet revival. Nobody asked for any of this. And I'm sick and tired of TikTok taking over the life. Nobody asked for this. But anyways, most of this is just a rant on me on this thing. But once again, nobody asked for this. Let's look at Christmas Day. We've got Christmas specials of GMB, Lorraine, and This Morning, like they have been done the previous few years. Last year's This Morning Christmas special was actually okay. It had Alison Hammond getting a name in that Panto Theatre that's where she was born in, I think. In the location she was born in, as far as I know. And Giles Bandruff added some little bit of fun as well with his crazy jumpers. But of course, it's typical Giles. He's always a strange person, no matter what happens, and no matter what show he's on. You gotta love him. And there's Home Alone 2, so at least it's not completely disappointing, but what is disappointing is they've got the Bullseye Christmas special on repeat again. And then, aside from that, Emmerdale, Corrie, The Chase, this is still an underwhelming schedule. Because the BBC, on the other hand, they have everything. Toy Story 3, the premiere of Minions, The Rise of Gru, and of course the main schedule featuring Weakest Link, Strictly, Doctor Who, and the premiere of Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, which obviously is their main theme for the Christmas idents this year. This is obviously going to be the main attraction alongside the Gavin and Stacey final episode. And yeah, there is a few stinkers like the Mrs. Brown's Boys Christmas special, but you got to get used to that. It's always there. Although everyone hates Mrs. Brown's Boys, there's still going to be lots of people who are absolutely obsessed with it. It's still a very popular show. Now for Boxing Day, they got a standard like Pictionary episode. And on the good side, there is no sign of This Morning. No sign of the usual shows. They've decided to just put on some repeats instead. And then there's a Bond film as well, which they're using to fill out This Morning's slot. And the 1% Club Christmas specials there as well. And The Masked Singer as well. So This is sort of a, let's say, a redemption, but not so much. And then, of course, the Bullseye Christmas special is being repeated again, but this is likely a sign language one. Life and Death of Lily Savage, Paul O'Grady's drag alter ego. That's likely a signed one as well. And the TikTok Top 100 things, that's likely signed as well, but I don't know when this is airing. It's the one that's got that actor from Corrie, I think it is, instead of Stephen Mulhern, because he was unable to host it this year after the collapse that he had in a restaurant. Gotta feel bad for him, even though once again he is one of ITV's drama boys. I mean, not drama boys. ITV's not Scrappies, because he's very popular, but writer's pet. I'll just say, yeah, one of ITV's writer's pets. Another Deal or No Deal Celebrity Editions there. They've been airing that weekly, I think. Even the Wheel of Fortune is there as well. So it's trying to redeem itself, but it's still not trying to not redeem itself. It's still mediocre. And there's still way too many repeats. And then we end it off on New Year's Eve. They're re-airing the TikTok Top 100 Christmas special again. Well, TikTok Top 100 thing again. They're airing that 3 times, and nobody even asked for it there. And then, of course, that's the New Year's thing. In for a petty Disney special. Chase bloopers. Stuff that nobody really asked for. No, there we are. But once again, if you have a look here, look at this schedule. There's hardly any repeats, although in this one there's more repeats. But in the main primetime section, there's none. And some films as well. There's Saturday Kitchen. They're airing Shrek 2 as well. Weakest Link Party Special. So there's good amount of stuff. And then CBBC shows are airing on BBC Two. So, but they're all repeats, so don't worry about that. Still more interesting shows and all that. Go on and on about that. And then the New Year's Eve thing this year is done by Sophie Ellis Bextor. It's after the Graham Norton New Year's Eve show. Is the New Year's Eve special of the Graham Norton show. And there's the premiere of the Black Panther film as well. It's terrestrial premiere, I think it is. And repeats and all that, but... And then on New Year's Day... There's the Gladiator Celebrity Special and a Gavin and Stacey documentary. And then they're airing the premiere of The Traitors at 8 PM. Kind of unusual because the show's always aired post-Watershed because it's got quite a bit of swearing in it. So who knows, they might just end up bleeping some of this stuff out because you wouldn't really want to hear that before the Watershed. But you get the idea. And it's airing on... Oh, there we are. They're airing it at 9 PM on January. And the Have I Got Sport For You special is pre-Watershed as well. So they've likely bleeped out a few things in that as well. But, yeah, the BBC have completely defeated ITV in terms of how terrible ITV have gotten this year with their stupid programming. And it's mainly because of their stupid decision on putting that stupid TikTok thing on Christmas Eve. This is not going to get many views. There we are. But anyways, I think I've rambled way too long in this video, so... Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye for now.